Hey contractors, have you been considering putting in some extra systems and processes in your construction business so it can run better, can make more money, and you can get your time back? Well, in this video, I'm actually going to go through my systems quadrant that can help you identify exactly what your business needs, exactly where it needs it, and exactly what to do in each area of your business so that way you're not wasting time and you can up level your business operations as fast as possible. If you haven't met me yet, I'm Liz Chisholm, and I help contractors just like yourself grow and scale their business with systems and processes. Now, this is my systems quadrant. This is the idea behind putting business systems into place. You see, there are four different types of systems. And most of the time, people don't actually realize that there are four types of systems. And so they end up focusing on one type and ignoring the other three and not really making a difference in their business. So I'm going to actually walk through all four of these different types of systems to help you really know and pinpoint exactly what you need to do in your business and how you need to change those systems and processes and to make your business a better business. The first section in the quadrant is the successful known systems. These are your business operations that everybody knows, everybody follows, and is probably about 80% of the reason why you're still in business today. Things are going mostly okay. You're still getting paid. Your jobs are still going and those types of things. Those are the systems that we want to recognize and then just keep. We don't want to change them. We want to just check on them, make sure they're still working, make sure we don't have to change them at all. But most of the time, when people think of systems and processes, they think of changing these or they think of only documenting these. And although probably documenting them is a great idea, you're not going to get the bang for your buck with starting here. So let's move on to the second quadrant, which are the unsuccessful but known systems. So these are the areas where you're like, I know there's inefficiencies here. I know this is clunky and it's not really working. I know that we're overlapping work and people don't really have clear roles. You're not exactly sure what to do from there, but you know that there's inefficiencies. You know that there's bottlenecks. You know that there's frustrations. And so those are the known systems, but you know that they're unsuccessful. And then the third quadrant is the successful systems that you don't know. Now, most of these are overlooked, but these are actually the ones that have the most power in them. Most of the time, when I'm working with new contractors, they'll tell me, I just have everything in my head and I try to hire and they don't actually do what I want them to do when I want them to do it. And I think I'm telling them what to do, everything. I think I'm training them well, but then it's just not working. And that's because there are systems that you don't even know that you do it, but they're successful. For instance, I was working with a commercial contractor and he talked about when we were going through one of the templates that they provide fast service to their clients. So I dug a little bit and I said, okay, so how are you actually guaranteeing fast service? You're dealing with permitting process, you're a commercial contractor, you've got long project times. So how are you actually fast? Is it just a word you're throwing out there? Are other contractors fast? Let's talk about that. And he said, well, in our town, we actually have the ability to create a pre-permit application, which then will speed up the permitting process and shave off anywhere from a few weeks to a couple months off the permitting process. So because we know to do that, we can actually speed this up. And I said, okay, that's great. That's awesome that you have a process to make this fast. I said, who knows about this process? No one. The sales team didn't know about it. The project managers didn't know about it. Only the owner knew about this. And so this is where there's successful systems, but they didn't make it known on how to actually leverage that. You know, when the salespeople are talking, it is a good sales point to say, hey, we have a unique process that actually can shave a month off your permitting process and help the process and the construction job go faster. So those are points of leverage by just recognizing what that system is and then making it known. Now you can make it known through documentation, videos, meetings, sales training, a lot of different kinds of ways. And that's where SOPs come into place, those standard operating procedures, because then we can actually go, okay, we have a system. It is now communicated and now everybody knows it. And that's where the power of systems come into place. Now, the fourth quadrant is the unsuccessful and unknown systems. These are the systems that are causing chaos, that are causing overwhelm, that are causing cash flow roller coasters, depleting your profits. This is where the dumpster fire starts. However, most of the time, it's really just a small percentage of your overall business that is in quadrant 4. Now, we could just overhaul your entire business and put in systems everywhere and hope your business becomes a better business. Or we can be strategic and recognize which systems fall into which categories and then create the action plan from there. So if you have systems that are known and they are the ones driving your success in your business, do not touch those. Make sure you communicate them to new employees. Make sure you repeat them often so they become ingrained into everyone on how you do what you do and what makes you successful, but don't change them. Now, next is your unsuccessful but known. This is where you really need to identify the exact process that's not working, and then you need to replace it with something that will work. And this is what I work with a lot of my clients in understanding, okay, what is that process? Really identifying not the symptoms of these processes, but what is the root of the process that's causing all of this chaos, and then replacing that process with more efficient and more productive systems for your business. Now, if you're in the, you've got some parts of your business that are successful. So let's say you're doing the sales, but you can't hire anybody else to do the sales because you're not sure how you actually close the deals. You just do it naturally and you seem to close the deals. So it's very hard for you to delegate that part of your business. That's where I utilize my unique question to process questionnaire to really help you pull the information from your brain and get it on paper so everybody can do it. And I ask questions and really deep dive into that. And you could have anybody ask you just really questions like, what is your process? What do you mean by that? Can you tell me more? How do you actually do that? And so that is one of the ways that you can really pull the information from how you do things automatically and get them communicated in a way for somebody else to take over that so you can then focus on other parts of your business. This would also be a really good spot if you have a key employee, let's say a project manager or something. What they do and how they do it is all in their heads and you have no idea what they're doing on a regular basis. This is a good area where you can download in an easy way what they're doing and how they're doing it. So that way you can then go and train a new person and have a new person and grow your team faster and easier. Now, the last one is those unsuccessful and unknown systems. And this is where we have to just throw the system out the window, revamp the whole thing, think about things differently, and put in a new way of doing something. So that way they can actually become successful and known processes. Now, if you're thinking, okay, this seems like a lot, where do I even start? I would say that the first thing you need to start is go through the 7 pillars of your business. There is your team, marketing, sales, finance, fulfillment, customer journey, and leadership. Look through all 7 of those and think to yourself, which quadrant are they in? Held by one position and you have no idea what they're doing and how they're doing it, but they're successful at it, then that would be considered quadrant 3. If you're, really great at sales and marketing and you're booked out months in advance, okay, well, maybe your sales and marketing is mostly in that number 1 quadrant. But if there is some issues that you're having, constantly having customer complaints, quality control is going out the window, you're growing too fast, then that's a time to really look at the 2 and 4 quadrants. What is successful, what's not successful, what's known, what's unknown. A lot of times, even just putting awareness around the system can help improve the system and then create the ability to actually replace the system. Because if you're not really being curious or you're not understanding where those bottlenecks are, it's really hard to go and replace something that you don't even know exists. So go through the 7 areas of your business and really decide which quadrant are they in, and then take action from there. I hope this video was helpful, and I'll see you on the next one.